Now, for the new players, this is where you also start earning something called map XP. So you'll notice that there's all of these regions right here, right? These are all the different areas that you're going to be exploring as you work your way through the map. So if you remember the map we looked at the very beginning of the game, we can go look at it here again. These are all the regions that you're going to be exploring. On the left here, they're represented by faction rankings. So you can have faction, I think it goes up to 30 or 40, I don't remember. It goes pretty high. So you can rank up. Well, what's the point of ranking up? Well, the very first rank you ever get for every region that you go exploring in, when you're doing activities in these regions, you're going to be earning experience towards the faction related to that region. So things like harvesting, logging, fishing, killing mobs, completing quests, all of those things are going to earn you quests XP or just XP in general and faction towards that region. Everybody starts at rank 0 or 1 essentially. You start at rank 0, you get to rank 1. Rank 1 is you're allowed to own a house in that region. Also note that it says first-time home buyers get a huge discount. That is worth paying attention to long-term because eventually you're going to want to buy a house, but I don't recommend buying a house in the very first town you come to. The reason for that is because there are many different styles of settlements. They all have a unique art style. So if you're wanting something more medieval, village-like, you might want to look in a different place. Others are more refined with brick and mortar and plaster. There are many different art styles to choose from. So don't jump on buying the very first house you have. Also worth noting is that the houses come in varying tiers. Cheap, more expensive, the most expensive, being bigger with more rooms and everything else. So considering you get a huge discount on your first home, it is worth waiting until you have explored all the settlements, and then if you decide that you're going to go all out and get a super whammy big house, use that discount for the super whammy big house, because if you don't, you're going to be paying out those schnazu for that. So the very first rank you're going to get house ownership, so we're going to say yes, we're good for that. And then once you are rank 1, which we are now, as you earn additional XP, this is where you get to start to choose. So every time you rank up in a faction for a given territory, you're going to choose one of 3 things. Now these are going to vary every time you ding. It's not always going to be the same 3. But in this case, we're being asked to choose, do we want a bonus to our standing gain, which means I earn more faction for the activities that I do when I'm in Windsward, a 5% bonus, or do I want to earn an XP bonus when I'm adventuring in this particular district, the Windsward district, that would give me a 3% XP bonus, or do I want increased harvesting speed while I'm harvesting resources in this region? Note that all of these are in Windsward. That's this region. These bonuses do not apply outside of this region. My initial beginner's tip for new players is always going to be, anytime that you're given the option, if you're planning on doing any harvesting and crafting long term, always go with the gathering bonus, and when it pops up, storage bonus. Now, the storage bonus is not here at this particular time. And the reason for that is because storage is extremely limited in this game. Every individual settlement has its own storage. The base storage, I think it's like 500. I would have to go, we'll go look at it here in a little bit to remember what the base storage is. But because you can rank up like 30, 40 rankings in each one of these districts, you'll end up getting a lot of bonuses towards these things. So I like to do lots of harvesting and crafting. So for me, a gathering speed bonus is always going to be beneficial, and the storage bonus is always beneficial so that I can store all of my crafting materials in the local storage facilities, so that when I'm actually here doing crafting, I actually have as much storage space as possible. Now you can access all of the other regions. You'll be able to access the storage facilities in each one of those regions via the storage facility here in this region. If you have unlocked these, you must first unlock the storage facilities to use them. But this is just something to bear in mind when you're looking at how the territory standing works and how the rewards work. You can obviously choose to put your points wherever you do, wherever you prefer. You might want the XP bonus. You're going to be leveling up so fast. I've never found that to be a big deal. I like, again, harvesting and crafting, but your mileage may vary, so feel free to spend your points where you want. I'm going to take that gathering speed right now. Notice that we're now done. The next time I ding to level 2 in Windsward, I will then be asked to choose again to put my points somewhere. That's how the territory standing system works. And I'm going to clip that out for YouTube as a beginner's guide, so we'll timestamp that. And I will remind everybody that if you're watching now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and the bell icon so you never miss an update. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. Everything in between happens on YouTube. There's a playlist with lots of guides, playthroughs, and beyond, and I play a lot of games. This is the day job, so hopefully we'll see you in the next one. I stream every morning at 4:30 a.m. and every afternoon at 4:30 p.m. Central Time. There's a Discord, a Patreon, and all the social medias. Territory, standing,